Hi there, Max here from Max's Cake Studio. So today I'm going to show you how I make Mandy Candy, a Shopkins character. So I'm going to make it out of modelling paste, so you'll need some fuchsia modelling paste, some orange and some yellow, a small rolling pin, a paintbrush for painting, a paintbrush for gluing, a veining tool, a sharp knife, some black food gel, some edible glue, and I'm using some white vegetable fat, which I use Trex, and the food gel is licorice and it's by Sugar Flare. So what I do first of all is I put a little bit of vegetable fat on my hands. When you're working with modelling paste, you find it dries out quite quickly, and I find that makes it much easier to work with, and it gives you a smoother finish as well. So just roll the ball of pink fuchsia modelling paste and then get a little sausage of modelling paste and just mould it in the centre to form like a bowl type shape. Just keep pulling and stretching and thinning it out and smoothing it out all the way around, and then once you've got a deep enough indentation, you can take your scissors and just trim the edges. So just cut out some little pieces so you're left with the pointed bits, and this is going to be used for the edges of the wrapper, so to speak. So just keep going all the way around till you've got all your spiky bits, and then just smooth them down because they might be a bit jaggedy. Smooth them all down and point them so they look nice and pointed and smooth. Just keep going all the way around till they're all done, and then re-roll it because you might have lost a bit of shape, and take your scissors and trim it off. You only need the very end bit, and push it down in the centre to give it that roundness shape, and then take a little bit of edible glue and using your paintbrush just paint a little bit onto the ball of fondant and stick it on. And then just put it back into shape if it has slightly moved. And put it into position that you like the best. And then take a little bit of kitchen paper just to hold it in place. Do the same with the other side. And now I'm going to make the feet. So get a little bit of peachy orangey coloured modelling paste. So that's the colour for the shoes. And shape it into a little shoe shape, and just put them side by side to make sure they are similar, and push them down and model and shape them until you've got the shape of the shoes, and then just push down the body of Mandy Candy onto the shoes so you know that they are the right shape for balancing her on when you glue it down. Keep trying and testing it until you're happy it stands all by itself. And then just take a little bit of glue and with your paintbrush just stick the shoes together. And then take your veining tool and just put a line all the way around both shoes, and this is giving the appearance of the sole of the shoe. Go all the way around gently with your veining tool so you've got a nice line on both shoes. Then put the shoes to one side, and then take some yellow modelling paste and just cut it into a sausage and cut it into half, and then just roll one of the halves out into a thin strip, and then take some glue, and where you've stuck on the side piece, just put some glue all the way around, and this is where you're going to stick the yellow fondant, and then just break it off, and then using your veining tool just to put the edges together neatly, and then push it down all the way around to make sure it's glued on properly. It's not going to come off. And then do the same with the other side, rolling out the yellow into a thin strip. Once it's thin enough, trim the end if you need to get a straight edge, and once it's thin enough, just put the glue all the way around like you did on the other side, and then stick on the yellow all the way around and just break it off with your fingers and use your veining tool just to neaten it up and straighten it up at the end. And put the piece that you've cut at the bottom so it can't be seen. And then take your veining tool and just put a little indentation in, fairly deep, for Mandy Candy's mouth. And then take a very small piece of white fondant or modelling paste and glue that inside the mouth. And just push it in with your veining tool to make sure it is secure. And now you're going to make the hands, so take a piece of pink modelling paste and just mould them and shape them into little hands. And then take your edible glue and just stick one on the left, pushing it down and shaping it down at the bottom, and then one on the right, again pushing it down at the bottom and just angling him slightly so they look like the hands are on the face. And then I'm going to paint on the eyes with Sugar Flare Black Licorice Food Gel. So just take a little paintbrush. This paintbrush I'm using is a size 0, so it's quite small because it is detailed work that I'm doing. So just do the outline of the eye, just shape it, and then each eye has an eyelash going the opposite way, so it curls up. And then once you've put the eyes on, just put some edible glue all over the top of the feet and stick the body of Mandy Candy on. And then just do a final push down and shape to make sure she's stuck to the feet, and then just re-go over the eyes so they do stand out and they are the right shape. And there you have Mandy Candy, a character from Shopkins. I do hope you found this video helpful and useful, and thank you very much for watching. If you do want to see more tutorials from me, do subscribe. And here's Mandy Candy with some of the other characters from Shopkins. And this is a cake that I placed Mandy Candy and some of the other characters from Shopkins on for a 2-tiered birthday cake.